everybody. I'm Yvonne from Bloomberg Television, and I'm here with Adrian Cheng. He is the Vice Chairman and CEO of New World Development. Adrian, thanks so much for joining us today. Of course, our panel is about millennial consumers. I just want to kick things off with a simple question. Who is the millennial consumer, and how would you best describe them?
Thank you, Yvonne, and thank you for having me today. There are over 4 billion millennials and Gen Z in the world today, and there's around 566 million millennials in China. They're the key driver of global consumption, and there's no different in Asia than anywhere else in the world, in my view. And there are many important, facets of a millennial and what drives them, what makes them stay ahead. I think the key differentiations are this. The millennials wear so many hats. They can be a slash youth, a blogger, a dog lover, and young generation is easy to find a sense of belonging, but also easy to feel lonely too. So because they have so many hats, company needs to really understand them because they all want to be unique. So what we need to think about is to see what we share with them amongst the same values, and also what we are targeting. Which hats are we targeting? I think that's very important. Sure. Secondly is I think, all millennials are focused, especially in Asia, are focused in technology. So how does technology optimize their lifestyle and their livelihood? So technology is not what they used to satisfying basic need, but it's basically everywhere to bring their best experiences.
And we've seen your success in K11, your art malls. You just have a recent venture in the Pavilion Farm. This is one of your residential projects that's focused on sustainable living. Talk a little bit more about how much value millennials do put on sustainability and how they're fueling this trend.
I think sustainability is like a second nature to young generations, also a major factor driving New World core businesses, from residential to also commercial projects. So the most recent residential project, we call it the Pavilion Farm, actually broke 20 years sales record during COVID. So it actually broke the record in Hong Kong. And the majority buyers were actually under 40 and attracted by the unique urban farming concept. It is the first sustainability-infused residential project. So think about you're living there, but in the middle of the residential project, there's a big farm. You have an aquaponic farm, an aeroponic farm, and also a real urban farm that you can farm and eat. So for new generations, that's a very big attraction because sustainability is something that they care. And so from a residential to a commercial point of view, it's really the concept built in from design. And the brand DNA is also very important. You can't just put it as a marketing gimmick. It has to be part of the corporate DNA. And we build more than homes, but communities that are sustainable and taking care of one's well-being, which is shown in all our projects. Another thing I think new generations are very look into is also sustainable finance. So we also launched the first sustainable linked bond for a property firm in Asia.
But aren't millennials making different lifestyle choices than baby boomers now? They don't necessarily want to own property. They rather spend their money on experiences, health and wellness. They're delaying marriage and having children now. As a property developer, how much confidence does that put on the real estate market if younger people aren't buying homes anymore?
We also rent homes, so if they're not buying homes, we're also renting homes. So they still need the facilities and they still need to experience a sustainable living style. But ironically, in Hong Kong, as I said, under a majority buyers, more than 60% of Pavilion Farm is under 40 years old. So they are actually buying. So they are actually owning apartments. But you're totally right. There are a portion of the new generation, Gen Z or the Alpha Gen, how you define them, they actually just want to rent and they want to focus on experiences and also on knowledge capital. So another trend is that they want to accumulate a lot of knowledge. They want to feel good about themselves and also they want to contribute to the society.
All right, we're gonna have to leave it there. But Adrian Chen, thank you so much for joining us from New World Development. Thank you.
Thank you.